an idea is a thought. Whether it's my thought or somebody else's thought, like lots of people have the ability to have ideas. I think that an original idea is kind of difficult because there doesn't seem to be much originality. Something sparks something else, or something leans into something else, and like originality, that's so hard because it's like, does something else contribute to it at all? And so is it original if something else has contributed to it? Maybe it's an influenced idea. So that's probably why I lean into not many original ideas, because like I read a lot. And so in my reading, it may spark a new thought for me, but then I have to think like, oh, but I didn't just come up with it. Like I was reading this and then I thought about this. And so like other people's work and other people's writings and other people's creativity inspire some of my ideas. And so I try not to like just copy their stuff or like steal their stuff, because I think that there's low integrity in that, especially if you claimed it for your own and said, actually, I thought about this, and you know you didn't. But I think that other people, and even like our settings that we're in, can sometimes spark something that we had never thought about before. Like I have thoughts now as a parent that I never had not having kids. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it was their thing that prompted me to an idea. It's not like my kids who can't form a full sentence yet gave me an idea or spoke one to me. But from my experiences with them, I have ideas I would have never had without them. And so that's true in other things too. Before I was married, I thought about things different than after I married. And so like our experiences inspire new ideas and encounters and thoughts that we previously wouldn't have had. And so I think for me, like living inspires ideas, because I don't think you can live without thinking more and new, unless you just decide to hunker down and say, you know what, I've got it figured out and I've decided and made up my mind on this, and this. So I'm a senior minister. So truthfully, I think because most things come out of other things, I think God might be the only one who's capable of an actual original idea. What we consider from humanity's vantage point an original thought, but only because we didn't discover it yet before, not because it wasn't present. And so like math existed before math was developed, because God created it as part of this system. And so like just because an equation had not been figured out before doesn't mean it wasn't there. It just hadn't been encountered yet. But then there's groupings of things that had never happened before. And so those might be original, like God created originally, and then humanity took this original and this original, combined them to make this original. There's some creativity there, but it's still working from something. And so like, because of my view that God created, I think that actual creation is the originality, and everything from that is like creating from something that has now existed. So man, what does this look like to you right now? What are you experiencing? How are you? And I think a lot of creative people do that naturally anyway. Like, what's this going to help other people feel? What is this going to evoke from them? Like, what is my work going to allow someone else to experience? And I think that's what a lot of people want, is to bring some sort of experience to someone else in their creativity, whether it be hope, whether it be laughter, I think that's part of why we are creative, is like to engage other people and see them enjoy what we've made and done. Of course, there's other elements too, like some people engage in something like a horror film. What's their purpose? Their creativity is to scare people. And some people love to be scared, so it works. And so I think that that's important to realize, like, our creativity helps other people experience what we're trying to help them experience. And so for me, I engage creativity because I love for people to encounter God, because I've encountered God. And so I want to do my best to help them experience the joy of living with Christ, because I've experienced the joy of living with Christ.